has any viewers. So today is my April 2015 favorites part 2, and I'm so excited, and I can't tell you why. I'm just really excited. You probably saw my pickups video and you're like, oh my gosh, it's going over into her favorites now. Let's just get started before I get way too crazy. But just to let you know, if I mention a TV show, a game, a book, well, not a book, a movie, whatever, or YouTubers, their links will be in the description box down below so you can watch their trailers or visit their channel to see if you like them and are interested in them. So yeah, I make it super easy on ya. Okay, first off, my favorite book of the month so far is Out by Natsuo Kirino. I did go over this in more depth in my pickups video, but I was super excited to get this because I've heard she's an amazing author and this is one of her best books. And it's really dark and gritty and I love it. I'm not very far into it, but you know, I'm putting this in my favorites because I'm already in love with it, even though I'm not very far into it. So I highly recommend picking this up if you like Japanese authors, or if you like dark, gritty crime dramas. Like, this is really, really good. But it really delves like into, you know, sexuality, violence, stuff like that. It goes into those themes. So be aware of that, but it's a really good novel. And now moving on to the films I love this month. First off, let's just go with the first one. Predator! Even though this is the triple feature. Predator! I loved it. It was so cheesy. And listening to Arnold try to talk in an American accent was hilarious. But the Predator design was way ahead of its time. And I just loved it. I loved all the gory kills and all that. And it was the first time I've seen that movie because I had a ban that I couldn't watch R-rated movies until I was 16, so I'm catching up. But it was amazing. I loved it. I have heard the second and third ones aren't that great, but I love the first Predator. Like, oh my gosh. And the next movie, kicking it old school here, Galaxy Quest on VHS. Now, I had seen this when I was younger, but I'd kind of forgotten what had gone on in it, so I borrowed this from my uncle, and I love it. It's so funny. It's like a Star Trek spoof, kind of. But it's like these actors, played by Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, Sam Rockwell. They're on a show, and, you know, they meet aliens, and they think, okay, this is part of the show. They actually get transported to outer space, and this is a comedy. Sci-fi comedy. It's really funny. I really enjoy it. And, yeah, check it out if you haven't. It's like one of those cult classic films. So yeah, definitely check out Galaxy Quest. You don't have to watch it on VHS. You can watch it on DVD or whatever. But it was really cool to watch it on VHS. I got that nostalgic feeling. But I really like Galaxy Quest. The next movies I don't have with me, but the first was The Fifth Element. Yes, it was the first time I was watching this movie as well. But I really, really loved it. I loved Lilu. She was so badass. And I love Bruce Willis' character. Like, Bruce Willis back then was so badass in his sci-fi and action films. It was crazy. But I loved this film, The Fifth Element, and I really loved it. Like, I love Chris Tucker's character. Oh my gosh. It's just a really amazing sci-fi film you need to watch if you haven't seen it. I'm sure most of you have. But it's basically the story of Lilu, who is the fifth element. You know, the four elements are earth, wind, fire, water. But Lilu is the fifth, and of course people are looking for her, and she literally jumps off a building, crashes into Bruce Willis' character's cab, and this adventure goes on from there. And yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the next two films are really, really good dramas. The first one is You're Not You, which made my mom cry, but it's a story of a woman named Kate who has ALS, and as she degenerates, they hire this young woman who is a very rebellious person named Beck, played by Emmy Rossum. Kate is played by Hilary Swank, but Beck at first is kind of like, this is funny, you know, this is an easy paying job, but then she really bonds with Kate, and as the movie goes, you see their bond deepen, but Kate's condition deteriorate, and it's very heartbreaking, and it's just so debilitating to see how this disease destroys a person. And it's very informative, and it's just so beautiful, but so sad at the same time. It is a tearjerker, but it's very powerful. You need to see this movie because it's amazing. It was very underrated, but it's so good. You're Not You, check it out, please. And the next and final movie was Big Eyes. Now, this is a Tim Burton film, but you cannot tell that it's a Tim Burton film because it's not crazy cuckoo out there. This has Amy Adams and Christoph Waltz as Walter and Margaret Keane. Now, this is a true story, But Margaret Keane was the woman who painted the big eyes paintings, and those are the children that they called waifs with the huge eyes. They're very stunning, they're very beautiful, but they're very creepy at the same time. And Walter Keane took credit for them, and it's the story of how he took credit of her work and how she's getting frustrated, and the epic court case. That court case is amazing. But the story is like so crazy, but it's a true story, and it's just really informative and entertaining. It's very artsy, but you know, you don't have to be into art to enjoy the film. It's just very good, very well acted. I enjoyed it. And you cannot tell that it is a Tim Burton film. Trust me, you can't. Next up are the TV shows I enjoyed this month. And of course, because I'm such a huge fan, I'm wearing the jewelry from the show. Orphan Black returned, and so far it's been amazing. There are male clones. I'm not going to say too much because a lot of people have not seen this show, which you need to. It's an amazing sci-fi show. Airs on BBC America. It's amazing. You can watch it online. But it's about clones, and you know, it does get kind of heavy sometimes with the sci-fi themes. Like they talk about Neolutionism, Proletheans, you know, really heavy stuff. But it's really good. There's touches of humor, of tragedy, of shock, there's a lot of violence in this show. There's sexuality, but it's very interesting. And every clone is played by Tatiana Maslany. And you can't tell, I mean, you can tell that they're clones, but it's like, it's hard to believe that it's one woman doing all these different clones. And it's just so amazing. All the actors are amazing. Jordan Gavaris, Maria Doyle Kennedy, Ari Millen, Dylan Bruce, Kevin Henchard, they're all fantastic in supporting roles. And Eveline Brochu, they're all fantastic. Watch this show, please. It's amazing and beautiful and amazing and beautiful and amazing. And the next show I've really enjoyed so far is The Messengers. It's CW's newest show, and basically the apocalypse is happening. 5 people just randomly died from across the country, and they come back to life. But when they come back to life, they realize they're angels of the apocalypse, and they're there to stop Lucifer, who, funnily enough, is played by the actor who played Jesus in the Bible. So he went from Jesus to Lucifer. It's really entertaining so far, though, so check it out. The game I've enjoyed this past few weeks has been the same game that was in the last video, Bloodborne. I love this game so much. Even though I die quite a bit, because you're gonna die in this game, it's so good. It's very difficult, but it's not one of those games where you want to throw your controller. It's one of those games where you die and you want to go, so you want to play again and see if you can make better progress, and it's so good. I had to get this game, by the way, because I was watching like Dave Control Live and Terra Mantis and other YouTubers play this, and it looks so amazing. And I got it. And, like, this was sent to me, by the way, by someone I don't know. No one ever told me who sent this to me. But I'm so thankful to you because I love this game so much. I love it. I love it. Just play it. If you're not intimidated by difficult games, or if you're a From Software fan, or even if like From Software games in the past, you know, turned you off like Demon Souls and Dark Souls, Bloodborne's different because it's much more action oriented and it's not as tough as those other games. It's still difficult, but it's not as tough. It's much more forgiving, but that's not to mean that it's easy by any means. It's not. It's very difficult, but it's so good. And the music I love this month is in the playlist in the description box down below, so go check those out. I love to share new music with people. There's 10 songs. Let me know what you think about them. And moving on to the final part of the favorites this month are the YouTubers. And this month I've really loved watching Gene Bookish Thoughts. Now, I've really gotten into watching booktubers because, again, I'm on this big book binge, and so I'm always looking for recommendations, and Jean is so freaking cute. She's adorable. She's very into reading classic literature and, you know, literature that might not be very, you know, mainstream, and she's got such an adorable accent, and I just love watching her. She has a beautiful book room, and it's amazing, and I'm just like, book envy. But yeah, Gene Bookish Thoughts is a great channel to watch if you're into books, and so is Sarah Churchill, and she has an amazing accent as well. Her book room is crazy, like, it's books everywhere, and she reads both mainstream and kind of, you know, underrated books, And she's very interesting to watch as well because she gets a lot of books in her book hauls, and she has great taste, and she's got amazing hair. So those are two booktubers I really, really enjoy this month. And the next channel I have to give a shout out to is a very sweet woman, and her YouTube channel is Geek Girl Geekgasm, and she's such a sweet woman. She's such a good friend to me, and she's just amazing. And she does a lot of like subscription unboxing videos, like subscription boxes, and she does vlogs and stuff too. And you see her dog Padfoot a lot in her videos, which he is adorable. He's a pit bull, and he's beautiful and amazing, and he's so funny to watch. And you know, if you're watching this, Padfoot, hi, because Geek Girl Geekgasm told me that he knows my voice. So hi Padfoot, you're so beautiful. But yes, check her out. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. And I've got to confront my notes because I always leave out one or two YouTubers, and it's so bad. But let's see. Oh yeah, I just mentioned this YouTuber and I forgot his channel name. Terramantis. Terramantis does a lot of awesome video game related videos. Like, he's really into like the From Software games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and stuff like that. He does playthroughs sometimes. He does lore videos. But he also does videos like on Destiny and Dying Light, stuff like that. He does like 10 things you didn't know about, blah blah blah. He's really, really interesting to watch. He's a bigger channel, but he's really interesting to watch. And yeah, I'm addicted to his videos now. And the last one is Kid Icarus. It's kind of like Kid Icarus, but it's spelled Kid Icarus. But he does like, you know, like top 10 lists. He does playthroughs, reviews. So if you're a video game enthusiast, definitely check out his channel because he's really humorous and entertaining, and he makes really high quality videos. So yeah, that was all of my favorites these past few weeks. But I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know what your favorites were this whole month or these past few weeks, whatever. Like the video if you liked it. Let me know down below again what your favorites were. Favorites your friends and family can see. Share me as long as you do it nicely. And remember, I love each and every one of you so, so much. And please subscribe to join the Alycat family because we're a very lovely family. I'm gonna go. Peace and kisses. Bye.